Hey y'all, it's Yooolandaa, and I'm in the house. Yeah, about to get ready for trivia. Let me clean this off. Hold on a second. I don't know why. I bet y'all say every time y'all come, I'm always cleaning my, and I be cleaning them when I be getting fuel and that be at the truck stop. But you know how it is sometimes. But the girl is just here. I am really gonna try to pop on here like till this few minutes to see who all pop in. Whoever pop in, it's all good. Y'all come in and show your girl some love and hit that like button, y'all. Come on now. Show me some love. Show me some love. Brandon, what's up, Brandon? What's up? Welcome, welcome. We're about to get ready and get this trivia popping. We're going to give it a few minutes, Brandon. We're going to see who all pops in tonight. And we're going to get this party started. I'm trying to get off that little light there. We're going to get this party started. That light is just not good, but that's not a good view. So I guess y'all just have to be looking at the light. It might be blinding y'all. I'm trying to get that out of the way. I'm trying to find a good view. Hold on. Wait a minute. There it is. So we're going to go with that view. Y'all, we're going to try to do 30 minutes. Like Jolia said, we're going to try to do 30 minutes. And we're going to see where that's go. So we about to get this party started. So I've only been on here a minute. Okay, let's wait, hold up. Wait a minute. How you living? And we're going to see who pops in for trivia night. Y'all know I be doing these random pop-ups, and I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna try to start setting a scheduled time that I do lives, but because of my schedule, me driving the truck, I'm not gonna even lie, I can't really set a time, because I could have said, okay, I'm going live tonight at 8 o'clock, but I didn't shut down till 9, so everybody would be looking for me at 8 and I wouldn't be there. Thanks whoever's giving the hearts. Or I could say I'm going live in the morning time at 10 o'clock, but my load picked up at 9, so I can't do it at 10. You see what I'm saying? So I can't really set a scheduled time because my schedule varies from day to day. From day to day, it just goes back and forth. So Brandon, look like it's me and you here. We in this party, Brandon. It says you're welcome. So Brandon, I'm gonna wait and see if one more or at least two more people come in. And if they do, you guys will be playing against each other in this trivia because it is a work night. I don't know why I thought it was Friday. And so a lot of people, they sleeping or whatnot. Oh, we got Tony, your man, that says I'm in the house. Tony is here. So we got 2. We're gonna see if a couple more. I hope y'all give me a like. We're going to see if a couple more pop in. If a couple more people pop in, we're going to go ahead and get started. Tony, your man, is speaking to Brandon. So everybody's just speaking. I'm going to give everybody time to come in. Okay. We got Dingleberry. Hi. Hello. Welcome. We're getting ready to play trivia. If you want to stay, stay. Brandon is speaking to Tony. Hope y'all hit that like button when y'all come in. I appreciate it. We're going to see how many people we're going to give it a few more minutes and we're just going to start the trivia because I'm trying to do a few minutes and be done, So we're going to get it started, y'all. And whoever pops in, they pops in. Tony, your man, is speaking to Dingleberry. Hello, Dingleberry. Welcome to the chat. Welcome. Alrighty, y'all. So we almost about to get this party started. So I was thought of maybe a few more people. Ooh, excuse me. I am so sorry. Would come in. But I guess not. So we got enough here. We can go with whoever's here. And I understand if people have to leave. If people got to go to work or whatever. Andres, what's up? It says, gotta wash my hands on. What? He always coming in with some type of cap. It says, gotta wash my hands on. Okay. Brandon said an elephant, LOL. So y'all speak to each other. Everybody's here. If y'all not connected, go right ahead and connect. So y'all, Tony, your man, is speaking to Andres. Okay. Hello. Y'all, we finna get this trivia started. I can't sit around and wait for everybody to come in. It might take a while for some people to come in. So we just gonna go and get it started. Cause I'm tired, I'm whooped. I almost didn't go live, but I said, you know what? Why not? I can do a few minutes. Okay, so y'all ready to get the party started? Oh, my locks are getting thin here. I'm going to have to fix that. If you guys are ready, put yes in the chat, and we shall get started. Or do y'all want to wait a minute or two to see if somebody else pops up? What do you guys want to do? Why don't y'all just put yes in the chat? We got Mary. Mary, welcome. Hello, Mary. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mary is here. So, okay, Tony is saying yes. Mary is saying hello. I don't know what this car is doing here. I really don't. So, I don't think I want to record this car. I don't know what this car is doing. So let me let this car get out of the way since they blocking things. Got that dog in there. I hope they don't let that dog. Okay, y'all, let's get ready and go. So anyhow, let's get this party started. Okay, let's go. Tim, hello, Tim, let me say, did I lose everybody? So Tony Yo Man is speaking to Mary. Mary is speaking to Tony Yo Man. Brandon said yes. Tony Yo Man said yes. Mary said hello, Yolanda, hello. Tony is speaking to Andres, and let me see who else. Tony is saying hello, Mary. Tim, it says good evening, Yolanda, everyone in the chat. Good evening, Tim. Andrew says, it says, see, hand washes. My hand was filling up my, oh, my day. Oh, your diesel tank. Okay, I got you, your tank. Mary said yes. Hello, Tim. Mary is speaking. Tim, let's go. Tim is speaking. Okay, you guys, like I said, I'm not going to be on here long, and I am not joking. So let's start, and I'm not going to rush through. I appreciate everybody that's here, everybody that showed up, and everybody that gave me a like. Let's start it off. Remember, you guys, I don't know if you're cheating. Remember, no cell phones, no laptops, no personal computers. And don't do nothing crooked and say, well, she didn't say I couldn't ask her neighbor or I couldn't use a different phone. No, just don't cheat, y'all. Because if you're cheating, that ain't fair. Sorry about that light there. I'm trying to fix it. Okay, let's get started, y'all. Here we go. The first question, starting off the trivia night. Which animal smells like peanut butter? Which animal smells like peanut butter? Andre said, I swear I'm not using Chat GPT. Okay, don't use it. Please don't use it. He said he swear about it. Tony Yo Man said a dog. A dog smelling like peanut butter? That's a nice, fine dog. I want that dog. No, Tony Yo Man, it is not a dog. Andre said a elephant. Nope, it is definitely not an elephant. Do we got any more guess? Which animal smells like peanut butter? Tony is laughing. Which animal smells like peanut butter? No cheating, you guys. So I see y'all. I'm looking at y'all trying to Google. Okay? Which animal smells like peanut butter? Tim said, I have no idea. Brandon said a weasel or something like that. Nope, it's not a weasel, Brandon. Tony said a human. We said an animal. So you guys give up? So you guys have put y'all guesses in there. Everybody has guessed. So the question was, which animal smells like peanut butter? And so the answer to that is a spade-foot toad. A toad. For you guys, y'all should know what a toad is. It is a spade-foot toad that smells like peanut butter. I wouldn't have never guessed it, and that's the name of this toad. This toad is called a spade-foot toad that smells like peanut butter. It says, I want, but I'm not. I said, toad never smell a toad. What? Yes, I kid you not. You guys can look this up later. Yes, Tim, it is a toad. Believe it or not, a toad smells like peanut butter, but it's a certain type of toad. It's a spade-foot one. I don't know what a spade toad. He said, damn. I said the same thing. I said, dang, peanut butter? We might need to eat him, boy. We might need to eat him. Here's another one. What animal smells like a banana? What animal smells like a banana? Tony said, damn. Tim says, that's a new one on me. So now you know. If anybody ever asks you, Tim, what animal smells like peanut butter, say a spadefoot toad smells just like peanut butter. Okay. Andrew says, is that's why them G-Rolls be licking. Oh, stop. Tony said a giraffe. Nope, not a giraffe. The next question was, what animal smells like a banana? Tony said a giraffe. Nope, it's not a giraffe. So now y'all got a new one. Y'all know a toad smells like peanut butter. I wouldn't have never. That toad better watch out, because somebody gonna beat him, put him on some bread and add some jelly to it, and he gonna be somebody's lunch. Okay, let's get the party. Let's continue. What animal smells like a banana? Tony said a giraffe. Tony also said a turtle. Nope, I could see a giraffe probably smelling like a banana, but not a giraffe. I mean, but not a turtle. Tim says, I'm lost on these animals smelling like. Oh my gosh, that is a good one. He said, I'm lost on these animals smelling like. See, I had to get some new ones. For you guys don't know, Tim is a master at these games. He said, I'm so, Tim normally be on it. Ain't nobody ever asked him these type of questions. Okay, I got him tonight. Tim is a genius at this, but tonight he's stomped. He said a toad smelling like peanut butter. Now he said he's lost with the animals smelling like fruit. Andre said, it says, this is hard without cheating. You can't cheat. I know Tony, Tony, your man Tim came with a good one. He said he is lost on these animals smelling like fruit. Hey, think about it. You learning something new every day. Who knew a toad would smell like peanut butter? Who knew? I never knew, but now we all know a toad smells like peanut butter, and it's a certain type of toad. It is a spadefoot toad. Just remember that, okay? Brandon said a gorilla, monkey, they love to eat them. No, Brandon, but they still don't smell like banana. What animal smells like a banana? Everyday living life with the kings. Hey, Donna, welcome. She said, hey, Yoolanda, hope all is well. Yes, it is. How are you doing tonight, sweetheart? Welcome. We are starting the trivia. And in case you didn't know, one question was, which animal smells like peanut butter? And that animal was a spadefoot toad. A toad smells like peanut butter, Donna. Now you know. Brandon says, I have no idea, just guessing because they love bananas and pineapples and stuff like that. Okay, Brandon. Tim says, that's why I like trivia. Yes, trivia, you learn something new every day. I love it too. Mary says, hello, Donna. Okay, so you guys haven't figured it out. The question was, what animal smells like banana? And that animal is an angry bee. An angry bee. When the bee is angry, for whatever reason, he put off a scent and they smells like a banana. So now you know. If anybody asks you, hey, is there an animal, anything that smells like banana? It is an angry bee. Donald said, it says, I'm doing good, thanks. Okay, hon, that's good. Tony is speaking everyday life with the king. Everyday life. It says, I'm not getting close enough to smell them. I know that's right. Gigi, hello. She said, hey, y'all. Hey, love, welcome. Rachel, it says, good evening, Yoolanda. Good evening. This is the one that everybody was tripping off of. One of the questions I asked was, which animal smells like peanut butter? And the answer was a toad. A toad. And then the second one was, what animal smells like a banana? An angry bee. So we got it. Everybody is speaking. Let me catch up. So Tony, your man, is speaking to Rachel. Rachel is saying, good evening, chat. Gigi, good evening, Tony. Brandon said, I have no idea, I'm guessing. Tim, it says, I don't stay around a bee long enough to find out. I know that's right. Rachel said, Tony, your man. Mary is speaking to Rachel. Brandon said, a cheetah. Nope. Rachel says, hi, Mary Love. Everyday living life. He says, hey, everyone. So that's what I second. Come on, y'all, because like I said, I want to make this one short. So that next one was, what animal smells like a banana? And the answer was an angry bee. An angry bee Smells, and I love bee. Rachel has got this little bumblebee in her kitchen, and boy, I'm going, oh, that is such a cutie pie. I just fell in love with that bumblebee. Okay, so let's continue on, you guys. Okay, here's another one. Which animal has 0 IQ? Which animal has 0 IQ? Rachel T said, wow, a bee. Yes, a bee smells like banana. I never knew that. Gigi said goldfish. Nope, not a goldfish, Gigi. Brandon says, yeah, baby. Which animal has 0 IQ? Which animal has 0 IQ? If anybody know that one. Gigi said a goldfish. Nope, it's not a goldfish. Tony O'Man said a fly. No, it's not a fly. Gigi said a chicken. No, it's not a chicken. Mother Capricorn, hello, how are you? Clam, nope. Mother Capricorn, nope, not a clam. Brandon says LOL, smells underwear. Brandon. Tim Keys said, I'm stumped. I love it. Tim said, Tim is the master at this game. Him and his wife, Donna. Tim is like, oh, I am so shocked because he is stumped tonight. Tim not only be on it. He said, I am stumped tonight. Again, he's stumped. Andre said a roach. Oh, no, not a roach. No, he didn't go there with a roach. It is not a roach, okay? Gigi said a jellyfish. No. Rachel said a love bug. Nope. Tony O'Man said jellyfish, everyday living life. It says, is it a sponge-like or an ocean? Nope. Gigi says, I think it's underwear creature. Nope. Underwater creatures. Nope. Tony O'Man is speaking to Mother Capricorn. Brandon, it says, great game show. I know, I love it. Mother Capricorn is speaking to Tony. Andre says, it says, they pretty dumb. It says, a germ. Tony, a germ. Here he go with this germ. Nope, worms. So you guys are not getting it. I mean, which animal has 0 IQ? And nobody has came up with it. Gigi is speaking to Mother Capricorn. Tim says SpongeBob. No. Rachel says she's speaking to Mama C. So you guys, again, no animal has no IQ. None. There's none. All animals have some type of IQ. So the answer is none. So again, you guys like bonk, 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 bonk. Unfortunately, yes, you guys didn't get it again this time. So hey, it's what it is, but that's what it is. In case you guys didn't know, the question was, which animal has 0 IQ? And the answer is none. Okay, none. Let me catch up. Rachel is speaking. Mary says, don't know. Mother Capricorn said, hey, y'all, everyday living life, said, huh? Gigi said, that's what I was thinking too, Rachel, LOL. It says, everyday living life. She says, crazy. It says, I guess we have no IQ. We got a comedian here, y'all. He works than Tim and Tony. We got 3 comedians, really. It says, Tim says, hey, mother. Brandon says, I never seen that. Whatever. How did that get there? I have no idea. How did what get where, Brandon? You talking about the 0 tolerance? Okay, you guys, let's finish on. Let's finish on. Brandon says, I never sent this. How did it get there? A worm. Nope. Nope. Okay, let's continue on, you guys. Which animal only has female babies? Which animal only has female babies? Brandon said a worm. Nope, it's not a worm. Tim, it says, you have got me on all 3. Yes, I see. If I got Tim and Donna can't come up because they are good at this game. I picked some good ones this time. What animal only has female babies? Brandon said a worm. Nope, it's not a worm. Mother Capricorn says seahorses. Nope. Andrew said a lizard. He's got it. Andre's right. It is a lizard. A whip-tailed lizard is the only animal that has females. Whip-tailed lizard. Yep, he got it. It is a lizard. A certain type of lizard. And that one I did not know either. Okay. Here we go again. Tony Yo Man said, I have no idea. Gigi says, wow, interesting. Yes. And the question was again, what animal only has female babies? And it is a whiptail lizard. A whiptail lizard. Okay. All righty. Let's continue on. I'm just still shocked about some of y'all, be on it. All righty. Let's start. Maybe we could do some easy ones. It says, Brandon, it says, doesn't everything living have intelligence? Okay, have intelligence. Well, I guess so, Brandon. It just varies on depending on what it is. So let's finish. Okay, what animal is sneaky? What is one of the sneakiest animal? No, the underwear. No, Brandon, it's not the underwear. What animal is one of the sneakiest animals there is? Everybody should know this. Gigi, she said her cat. No, it's not a cat, Gigi. Mother Capricorn said a hyena. I thought the hyena too, because them little critters, baby, them hyenas ain't no joke. But nope, it's not a hyena. What animal is very sneaky? One of the sneakiest. Andrew said rats. I don't know about no rats, but it's not rats. What animal is the sneak? This is the most sneakiest animal there is. Everyday living life with the king said an owl. Nope, it's not an owl. Y'all can't. This one, I know this animal for sure has the #1 spot. A fox? Nope, Mary, not a fox. It says, Tim, it says, I must have used my brain worked. Oh my gosh, LOL. Mother Capricorn said a snake. Nope. Brandon, it says, so how do they have more lizards? I have no idea, Brandon. I'm not going to try to figure that one out. What animal is sneaky, you guys? It's one of the sneakiest animals. Tony Yo Man says, I thought you said sticky. No, sneak. S-N-A, like sneaking around, not sticky. Mary got it is a weasel. The weasel is one of the most, my grandmother used to have a fit. She used to say that old sneaky old weasel. Man, she couldn't, she would have a fit with them weasels, boy. The most sneakiest animal there is in mankind that everybody, weasels, come on, y'all know how them weasels be doing. Them weasels is something else, boy. They are so sneaky. It is a weasel, so Mary got it. It says Brandon by nature is forced females to become. Stop it, you guys. We're not finna go there. Okay? All righty. Let's continue. Let's continue, guys, on. It says sneaking around like a weasel. Gigi said, my cat is sneaky. It says she be helping the dog steal food. I know that's right. Like women now that you're independent. Yes. Okay, you guys, let's continue on. Okay. Let's continue on here. Okay. All righty. What animal has never been killed? 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 Gigi said an elephant. Oh, Gigi, no. Elephant has been taken. Gigi, do you know they be getting elephants for, you know what? No, Gigi, no, sweetheart. Elephants probably on the list for them little huffs where they be getting them. That's another story. You should read, I forget what's the name of that book where they be doing that to them poor. I don't even want to talk about that. It's sad what they do to them for elephants. But nope, Gigi, unfortunately, elephants is not lucky in that department. Andre said, once again, roaches. It's not roaches. Tim got it. He got his thinking cap back on. He got his thinking cap on. It is a jellyfish, and it's out of the metro. It's a metro. I'm tongue twisted. It's from the sea, okay? And it is a jellyfish. And Tim actually got it right. Gigi laughed. Jellyfish, Tim got. No, he did with the roaches. It says, survey says, X, no, you actually got it right. It says there isn't one. Yes, it is, Tony. It is a jellyfish. A jellyfish. Trick question. No, it wasn't. It's a jellyfish. I'm telling y'all. The Mediterranean, y'all know, I'm tongue twisted, y'all. I'm sorry, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's from the sea. But it is a jellyfish. I'll get my tongue right together. I'm twisting all over the world. Okay, you guys want to finish on? It says, don't they grow back or something? That's what Donna said. I'm not quite sure if they grow back. I didn't go into that full detail, but if you guys want later, y'all can check it out on that jellyfish. Jellyfish is the one. So yes, isn't there is a one? It says trick question. Nope. Don't they grow back? It says Tim said yes. Okay. So let's continue on. What animal has there's only two of them left? What animal, there's only two of them left? Gigi says the immortal jellyfish. Yeah, you got it, the jellyfish. Andre says people eat them. Soup in Japan. Yes, yes. Okay, let's continue on. What animal has only two of them left? It is so sad. It's only two of them left. Oh, that is something to do that. It's only two of them left. What animal? A Sam squash. No, it's not that. Whatever that is, I don't know what a Sam squash, I don't even know what that is. Gigi says only two. Probably some type of rhino. Yep, she got it. Gigi got it. Bam. Northern, it's a white rhino. It is a white rhino. It's only two of them left. Brandon got it too, says white. The white, no, Brandon, he got what is that, a panda, a bear? It's a white rhino. So Gigi got it. Mary said a panda is not a panda. Gigi says so unfortunately. Yes, it is. And I was shocked. Did you guys know that it's only two of those northern white rhinos that are left? I did not know that. It is so sad. It says, I missed the question, Tim. Oh, the question was, what animal, there's only two of them left? Which animals that are only two of them that are left? And Gigi got it. I do apologize. Tim, the answer was a rhino. It's the northern white rhino. It's only two of them left. I had no idea. How we get down to just two rhinos, whether they're white. And they're supposed to be rare and sacred, but there's only two of them left. So now, like, is it two males? Is it two female? Can we make some more? Like, how we get down to two? When we got to like 100 of them, y'all should have been like, on it. I'm just saying. It is very, very sad. Yes, and I apologize whoever missed that question, but the question was, what animal, there's only two of them that are left, and it is the northern white rhino, and Gigi got that correct. Very, very sad. Two of them. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It says people are obsessed with the horns. Yes. The same thing with the elephant, Gigi. When you said about the elephant, at least know that's what elephants get taken down for, is them hook. What do they call them things on the elephants that they be getting them for, and they just saw them things off? Andre said, it says they were whipping them out for the horn. Yes, for the horns. Tim, it says, where are they located at, Yoolanda? I have it just said northern, somewhere northern. I mean, you can, for the tusks, that's what it is, Andre. So the elephants, Gigi, when you had said earlier you thought it was the elephants, no, the elephants are being taken out for their tusks. Now, what they do with these tusks, I have no idea. Back to Tim. Tim, I'm not quite sure where they located at, and I didn't research that, which I should have. My bad, I do apologize. I was trying to hurry up. I was rushing. But they're called northern white rhinos. So they could, y'all can, don't do it now, but check on it later. There's only two of them left. That is sad. Yes, Gigi, it is tusk. I didn't know. I mean, I really didn't. Okay. Andres, it says rich people put them in their man caves. Really? Brandon said, no, I know you're lying, Andres. What do you mean rich people put them in their man cave? So what, you taking them out just for the tusk? I'm so confused. So are you saying they're not like making medicine with them, or like making a cure for something, trying to help somebody? They're just taking those elephants down for their tusks to do what? Hang them on the wall? You got to be kidding me. I would hope not. I would really hope not. He said, rich people put them in their man caves. Whew, that is sad if that's really is the case. I mean, sad, sad, sad. Just sad. Tim said, some of these hunters pay big money to hunt them. Wow. That is sick. I like y'all. I ain't finna get sad like that because I'm an animal lover, so we're not going to go there. It says, nah, the tusks are used mostly as a trophy. The agent uses it as medicine. Wow. We're going to have to get deep about this some more, y'all. Let's continue on. Wow. This is something interesting. Feel like we back in school again. See, that's what I thought the tusk was used. That's why I thought they were taking them down, Andre. I thought it was for the medicine. I thought that's what everybody used the elephant tusk for, the medicine. I didn't know it was for a trophy or something to go on the wall. It says, Brandon, it says, Rich loves blank like that. Yes, Brandon, I'm starting to see. Okay, you guys, let's continue on. Let's continue on. Out of all the meats, which is the one meat that is most like humans? Which meat? I mean, I know this is weird, but I'm just telling you what it says. Out of all the meats, which meat tastes more like human meat? I'm trying to say this the best way. Like, first of all, how we know how humans' meat tastes? That's what I was thrown away about. Because how do we know how human meat tastes? That's all I want to know. I'm not finna go there. But the question is, out of all the meats, which meat is likely to taste more like human meat? Now, if anybody answered this right, all I got is one question. How do you know this? I'm not even finna go there. I'm not even finna go there. But I'm not even finna go there. Oh, whoever answered that right, how y'all know this? How do you know? Let me read the comments. Let me go back. Rich people, it says Mother Capricorn said a pig, which is absolutely right. Andre said pork, which is the same thing, right? Brandon said, it says rich outdoor people, hey, big money, weird things, right, Brandon? Tim said pork, correct. Mary said pork, correct. Andre said, that's swine, my brother. How do y'all know? Tony said a pig. Everybody said it. Brandon said, yeah, he mean pig. Yeah, ew. Everyday living life with the king. She said, ew. Tim says, I'm saying out of the How y'all know? How do y'all know pork tastes more like human? How y'all answer this for me, please? How do y'all know this? I'm just so curious. I watched a documentary on buck neck African world. Okay, I got you. Mother Capricorn could watch it on TV. Okay, and how they know? It said it was on a plane crash long ago that the survivor ate. Ooh, okay. We're going to get off of this one then. Because I said, when I seen that, I said, whoever I asked this, if they know, I want to know why. Mother Capricorn said, right, Mary. Brandon said, I didn't hear the question at all. The question was, Brandon, was, which meat that tastes like humans? Which meat, Brandon, that tastes like humans? Andre says, yes, Spanish soccer team. Okay. Everyday living life. It says, think I'd seen that too, Mary. Yes. Okay, let's continue on. Brandon said, it's but cheeks are the best. Oh, Lord. No, he not. But cheeks are the best. Okay, let's continue on, you guys. Let's continue on. Let's continue on. Jeffrey Dom. See, I knew somebody was going to go there. Okay, let's continue on. Which animals would not exist in 2050? Which animals? Y'all could just name one. Which animals do you think will not be around or exist really in 2050? The year 2050. Which animals will not exist in 2050? Y'all could just put whatever. Everyday living life, LOL, Andre. Ego? Nope, that's not on the list, Mother Capricorn. That's a good one, though. It say rhinoceros or eagle. No, that's not on there, Brandon. Whales, that's not on there, Andre. Nope. Zebra, nope. Tony O'Man said a zebra, nope. Rachel said a tiger, nope. Tim says, I don't think anything will. Oh my gosh. You guys are just getting to me now. With a cougar, nope. Mother Capricorn, is exactly Tim. So I'm gonna just name one. It's a certain type of rhino, which of course, exactly, it says zero zebras. The rhino is one. The orangutan, a leopard, and a solar. Whatever a SOAL is solar. I don't even know what. I have to look that up, and I didn't have time. But those animals will be extinct. Well, they're supposed to be not be around in 2050. The number one on the list was the rhino. Number two was a orangutan. Number three was a leopard and the solar. But you got to remember, these are certain type, like the white rhino, the Borneo orangutan, the Amrum leopard. These are like certain types. You know what I'm saying? But they supposed to not exist. Brandon said a polar bear. No, polar bear was not on there. But the number one that was on there was the rhino that would not exist in 2050. Okay, let's continue on. It says, Tim, it says, Donna be trying to get me to buy her a monkey. Are you serious? But why, Donna? Why? You got to change that diaper a monkey. Y'all gone with y'all bad selves. Go right ahead. Because me and a monkey cool. I think I'll pass on that one. That is funny. Orangutan. It says I go for my monkey. Alrighty. Y'all some. Let's continue on, y'all. It says every day. It says they're so cute. They are, but they also a lot of work, Donna. You better be ready for it, girl. You better be ready. Okay, let's continue on. What animal has the worst body odor? What animal has the worst body odor? Name 1, 2, 3. But there's one at the top of the list. They go in order. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just got the top 4. Everyday living life. True. Yes, it's a lot of work. And I ain't trying to deal with no toddlers, because a monkey I hear is just like a toddler. And you got to, nah. Yep, Tim got it. Number 1 is a skunk. Anybody else want to throw in some more? The top 4 or 5? A bear is not on there, Mary. But Tim got it. Mother Capozone said a gorilla. Nope, a gorilla is not on there. Tony Yo Man said a bear. Nope. So Tim got it right. Andre said wet dog. Nope. So Tim got it. The question was a skunk. Yes, Brandon. What animal has the worst body odor? And Tim got it right. Tim says, I know, I've been sprayed. He said, I know. What did you do? He said, I know, I've been sprayed by one. Woo, baby. I know you didn't come. I know Donna didn't let you in the house for a long time. I know that was something else. He said, I know, I've been sprayed by one. Okay, so the question was, what animal has the worst body odor? And the first one that came up there was a skunk. Tim got it right, and he said he know because he was sprayed by one. The second one on there was a Tasmanian devil. Listen to me, devil. Oh, yeah, I'm getting tired. Tasmanian devil. The third one was a musk ox. O-X. A musk ox. M-U-S-K. Musk, like musky, musk ox. And a wolverine. Those are the top ones that has the worst odor. A skunk, a Tasmanian devil, a musk ox, and a wolverine. Okay? It's horrible. I know it was horrible, Donna. Tony is laughing. Tomato bath. Mother Capricorn got a mask on. Tim says, I burned my clothes. I know that's right. So we got that the worst smelling animal was a skunk, a Tasmanian devil, a musk ox, and a wolverine. So now we know. Okay, let's continue on. We got that out of the way. Okay, what animal has a human scream? What animal screams just like a human? What animal screams just like a human? Okay, Brandon said a hyena. Nope. Mother Capricorn said jackal, nope. Tim said a bobcat, nope. What animal has a human scream? They scream just like a human. Tonyo Man said a cat, nope. Everyday Living Life said a coyote, nope. What animal screams just like a human? Like if I screamed or you would scream. Ah, you know. Well, I can't because my throat. We got a couple more. We're going to wrap it up, y'all. A goat. No, not a goat. But you know what? I could kind of see that. But nope, it's not a goat, Tony, your man. What animal has a scream just like a human? They scream just like a human. So I think everybody's put everything in. It said, Tim said, I'm stomped again. So you guys done? Everybody got it in? Brandon said a mountain lion. Nope, the animal is a red fox. Red fox. A red fox screams just like a human. A red fox screams just like a human. Mother Capricorn said a whale. Nope. The answer was a red fox. A red fox. Lemire, nope. It's a red fox that screams just like a human. Okay. Alrighty. Let's continue on. What animal is most eaten by humans? What animal is most eaten by humans? What? And we scared the shit out of what the? Woo-hoo. Tim said I never knew that. Yeah. Yep. So now you know. Mother Capricorn said a cow. Nope. Hey Mika. She said a chicken. Tamika Harris. Welcome 2019. It's not a chicken. Brandon said a mountain lion sounds similar to a human too. All good. Nope, Brandon. It was a red fox. Tim King said a chicken. Nope. Everyday Living Life with the King said a deer. What animal is the most eaten by humans? It is 36% of the people in the world. That's almost half of the people eat this animal daily throughout in the entire world. Whoever said pig, y'all got it. Pig, pork, same thing on top of it. There you go. Whoop, there it is. Brandon got that. Tony said a chicken. Tim said a chicken. It wasn't a chicken. Everyday Living Life said a deer. Nope. Brandon had looked like a chicken. Nope. Mother Capricorn got it right. Pig, pork, same thing. Tamika Harris got it right. Pig, pork is the same thing. Gigi said a cow. Nope, Gigi, it wasn't a cow. Mary said a pig. Yep. Everyday Living. I thought I said a squirrel. No, sweetie, it was not a squirrel. Brandon says, yes, I know. It says, I'm agreeing with you. Oh, okay, Brandon. It says, hey, Mika. Gigi is speaking to Mika. Tony, your man said a duck. Nope, it wasn't a duck. Tamika said, hey, Miss Yoolanda in chat. Hello, Mika. How are you doing, love? Welcome. So the answer was pork. Pork is eating 36% of the people in the world eat pork. It's almost 50% eaten more than any other animal. So that means a pig or whatever and so on and so on. So I'm doing well, Mika. How are you? And I'm glad you came to join the chat. Welcome. Okay, let's continue on. Mika speaking to cats. Everyday Living Life. Hello to Mika. If you guys haven't connected, if you guys want to connect, I got Mika. Hold on a minute, Mika. I've been rocking with Mika for a long time. Hold on. I'm glad to see you here, Mika. Okay. Me and Mika go way back. We ain't got to get into it, but we go way back. She is awesome. If you guys want to go over there, y'all can check out Mika. Okay. So let's continue on. Pigs is the cheapest. Yes. So let's continue on. We got a couple more, y'all. I keep saying we're going to end it. Come on. Let's go. I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to finish fine. Okay. Let's continue on. Let's do this one and we're going to do these other couple. What animal only lives for 5 minutes? What animal only lives for 5 minutes? Everybody is speaking. Okay, Everyday Living Life. She said hello to Mika. Everybody's speaking. Hello to Mika, Mary. What animal only lives for 5 minutes? What animal only lives for 5 minutes? You guys know what animal only lives for 5 minutes? Okay, Tim King got it right. Gigi said it, no, but wasn't. Tim got it right. A mayfly. He got it right. A mayfly only lives for 5 minutes. The female comes up for water to give birth or whatever, and bam, 5 minutes later, she gone. That's sad. 5 minutes later. Mika speaking, say, hey, Mary says, don't worry, everyday living life with the king. Gigi said, oh, no, can I know? We got it. It says lemon thunders. Brandon, come on. No, we got it. It was a mayfly. Okay, let's continue on. Which bird has no legs? 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 Does anybody know that? I didn't even know a bird. I thought all birds had legs. Gigi says, dang, she's middle age at 3 minutes. Oh my God. Y'all got jokes tonight. No, Gigi didn't go there. She said, oh my goodness. Basically, she says, oh my God, middle age in 3 minutes for real. Okay. It says beard weaving blessings. Hello. Or Martlet. You got it. Bear Van Blessings 9627. It is a Bartlett. Absolutely correct. It used to be called Swifts, but now the new name is Martlet. So it's absolutely correct. LOL. Tamika said LOL cats. It says Brandon. It says, I think I heard this before. All the birds have legs. It says, but they have sweep their strokes or something that they're very small legs. Yes, Brandon. Everyday living life. Hummingbirds. Nope. It was a martlets. Donna, it was martlets. Tony, your man said hummingbirds. Nope. Gigi says, I've never heard of that's cool. Yes. But I didn't even know that they hadn't have legs. Tim says, I thought all birds had legs. I did too. It says, I'm learning something new tonight. Yes, Tamika, I am too. A stork. Brandon, really? You see them long legs on a stork? Come on now. They deliver babies. Nope. But the question was, which bird has no legs and is a martlet? Somebody came in and said martlet, and it used to be called a swift. Okay, we about to wind it down. Come on, y'all. Let's finish up. Okay, now this is very interesting. Let's see if you guys can figure this out. Okay, let's continue on. Okay, which 5 states banned junk food? Which 5 states banned junk food? Brandon said LOL. They have legs, but they're small. No, these birds don't have legs at all. Not the martlets of the swift. Tamika says, thanks for making me a mod. No problem, Mika. You know, girl, we go way back. Joe said Texas. Nope. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 states. There's only 5 states. Which 5 states banned junk food? Rachel said Maine. Maine is not on there, Rachel. Joe said Texas. Texas is not on there. It's 5 states that banned junk food. But got it right. Said Nebraska's on there, correct. And West Virginia, correct. Tim said Indiana was correct. And Utah and Nebraska, correct. So Tim got it right. And what is this? Beer Van's Blessing. We're just going to say Blessings got it. So those are the states right there. Tim and Blessings got it. Gigi said Utah, which is correct. Gigi got Utah. Indiana. It's not New Hampshire, though, Gigi. Everyday Living Life with the King. Iowa and West Virginia, correct. Mary said Wyoming. No, sweet, not Wyoming. Blessings says Indiana. Yes, in Indiana. Mika said, says, I'm glad I didn't stay in those states because I'll be needing me some chips and some cookies and candy. Yes. So the question was, which 5 states banned junk food? And one is Indiana. The other one is Iowa, Nebraska, Utah, and West Virginia. Iowa, Indiana, Nebraska, Utah, and West Virginia. They have banned junk food. Now, what you consider junk food, I have no idea. Like, are they talking about like fast food, chips? I'm just curious. I didn't go into full details. It says, is that you do with the SNAP benefits? I have no idea. It could be Donna, Everyday Living Life. I have no idea why, what, and then on top of that, what do you consider fast foods? Like, I mean, not fat, Lord. What do you consider junk food? What, like a bag of Doritos? Man, I'm getting my bag of Doritos because I'm just going to go to another state. Gigi says, for real. It says, try it, LOL. It says, blessing. It says, hi, hello, welcome. It says, Tim, I also think Tennessee passed that law also. Tennessee wasn't on there, Tim. They could have recently done it. Joe said, Utah is screwed up. Okay. All righty. And then Everyday Living Life said, right. So I have no idea. Let's continue on. All righty. It says, Brandon says, I get EBT and I can't. And it says, I can buy junk food in Ohio. That's because, Brandon, it's not, Ohio is not one of the states that's banned from buying junk food. It's only Indiana, Iowa, Nebraska, Utah, and West Virginia. So so you could still buy it in Ohio. Okay, let's continue on. But if you go to Indiana, Iowa, Nebraska, Utah, West Virginia, Brandon, you can't buy junk food. I'm just giving you the heads up, okay? Come on, y'all. We almost there. It says Everyday Living Life, but that is so weird. It is so weird. Like, the reason why I'm asking this weird, what do you classify as junk food? Like, I'm just curious. Like kids like chips from now on, or popcorn or something. I don't know. I ain't finna get on for that. I'm trying to finish. Brandon said yes. Okay, what candy is banned in America? What candy is banned in America? It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is 7. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I wrote down 7 of them. Can anybody name any candy that is banned from America? And I'm just blown away. What candy? Do not Google. Do not use your laptops, your personal computers, any of that. No extra cell phone devices with nobody extra phone number. Don't even call a friend. M&M's. Nope, not M&M's. Gigi got one. The Kinder eggs. Yes. Kinder eggs. I'm saying Kinder. Kinder. I think it's Kinder or Kinder. Candy cigarettes is not on there. Nope, Gigi. Candy cigarettes is not on there. Blessings. Nope. Skittles is on there. Yep. Mika got it. Skittles is on there. Okay. You guys got any more? Brandon said candy cigarettes. Nope. Everyday Living Life. Yes. Sour candies is on there. You right. That's on there. I'm going to read off the list. Blessing says trolls and gummies. Trolls. Yes, gummies is on there. Okay, you guys could drop a few more before I read off the list. Anybody want to throw in some more? What candy is banned in America? And Gigi got the first one right. It's either Kinder or Kinder, the eggs, which is true. Tim, it says it's a candy egg. Yeah, Tim, that Kinder eggs. So you got that. So the number one thing on there was it's either Kinder or Kinder. I think it's Kinder. I'm just going to say the Kinder eggs. It's that egg. Yes. So what's on the list is Starburst. Let me see if Starburst is on there. I don't see it on my list. It could be on there. So I'm going to tell you the list that I have. The candies that is banned in America. Flaming Hot Cheetos. Flaming Hot Cheetos. What is banned in America? Flaming Hot Cheetos. I'm going to continue the list. Tim said I couldn't think of the name, but that's it. Everyday Living Life. It says, are there because choking? I'm not quite sure, Donna. It could be. But on the list is Flaming Hot Cheetos. Okay. Jelly Fruit Warheads. I don't even know what a jelly fruit warhead is. Some red dye. That could be what it is, Brandon. Rock Hill Gummy Candy. Chadberry Chocolate. We said the Kinder. Four Loco, whatever a Four Loco is. And then we got Warheads Sour Bubblegum. And Rocky Men's Bitter Chocolate. So there's other lists, but I'm just naming some of them. But I was shocked about the Flaming Hot Cheetos and the Cadbury. I was finna say the Cadbury Bunny. Lord have mercy. That's crazy. Okay, while we on the candy thing, what's the oldest candy bar? Does anybody know the name of the world's oldest candy bar, which came out in 1847? What is the name of the oldest candy bars? Gigi said Hershey's. Nope. Tamika said Four Local is an alcohol beverage. Oh, is that what it is? That's why it was. I never knew that, but it's on the list for what it says. Four Local. Yes. What is the oldest candy bar? Can anybody name it? This candy bar came out in 1847. I wasn't even thought about then. Brandon says, I don't think Starburst Red is on there because I buy every month from Amazon. Maybe I misread it, but I read the list off, Brandon, and the list was Flaming Hot Cheetos, Jelly Fruits, Warhead, Sour Bubblegum, Rock Hill Gummy Candies, Cadbury Chocolate, Rocky Men's Bitter Chocolate, and Four Loco, and the Kinder. So I don't know. That's the list I read. So what is the oldest candy bar? This candy bar came out in 1847. 1847. Tim said, it's a chocolate. I can't think of the name. Okay, Tim. Well, you got to keep going. Joe said Almond Joy. Nope, Joe, it's not an Almond Joy. Tony Yo Man said a Snickers. Nope. Mary said a Milky Way. Nope. Rachel said a Mr. Good Bar. Nope. Tamika said a Babe Ruth. Nope. What is the oldest candy bar? It came out in 1847. Four Loco. No, Brandon, it's not a Four Loco. Tamika said Babe Ruth. Nope, it's not a Babe Ruth. Hershey's. Brandon said a Hershey's. Nope. It's not a Hershey. Okay, so you guys, I'm just rushing it on. It says, Joe says, roll, nope. Caffeinated, Brandon, nope. Hershey's chocolate bar, nope. You guys are close with the chocolate. Tim says, I can't think of the name. It's good something. Nope. You guys, I'm going to go ahead and tell you because I'm going to finish it up. So the question was, what is the oldest candy bar? And this candy bar came out in 1847. Brandon said Baby Ruth. No, it is called Fry's Chocolate Cream. That's the name of the candy bar. Fry's, F-R-Y-S, Chocolate Cream, C-R-E-A-M, Chocolate Cream. Fry's Chocolate Cream. I seen a picture of it. It looks scrumptious, okay? The world's oldest candy bar came out in 1847, and the name of the first that candy bar was called Fry's Chocolate Cream. Fry's Chocolate Cream, okay? So let's continue on. So what is the unhealthiest candy? What is the unhealthiest candy? You guys can name 1, 2, or 3. What is the world's, what is the, not the world's, just what is the unhealthiest candy? What is the unhealthiest candy? Like if you bought your kid some candy, what would be the unhealthiest? It says, Brandon, it says you have to be 21 to purchase for locals. It's full of caffeine. Oh, okay. That's what Tamika was talking about. It's like some type of alcohol beverage. Tim says good and plenty. What was I thinking? Nope, not good and plenty. It's not on there. M&M's is not on there. What's the unhealthiest candy? The unhealthiest candy. So you guys can't figure that one out. I got a few more and we're gonna be done. Blessing says M&M's. Nope. So you guys can't figure out what's the unhealthiest candy. It says yep. That's one of them right there. Blessing got it. Nasty candy corn. Actually, candy corn is at the top of the list. The unhealthy, and I used to love me some candy corn, boy, I tell you, but it is sweet and sugary. Number 1 on the list was candy corn, and Blessings got it right. What is the unhealthiest candy? Anybody want to throw in some more? She said nasty candy corn. It says, is this expensive chocolate? I think the name, but you don't know the name. Tony Yo Man says all of it. You probably right. Tim says, I like candy corn. Me too, but it's unhealthy. So I'm going to go ahead and throw them out, y'all, just because I'm going to rush this live and I want to end it in a few minutes. So the unhealthiest candy, Blessings got it right. The first one was on the list was candy corn. Candy corn. It says Joe said Almond Joy. Nope. Mika says, yep. And Tony, yep, that's all of it. So candy corn was on the list. Three Musketeers, Skittles, which Mika has said Skittles before, Crunch Bars, and Sour Patch Kids. So the unhealthiest candies that was on the list is candy corn, Three Musketeers, Skittles, Crunch Bars, and Sour Patch Kids. So now you know. Those are supposed to be the unhealthiest candies, okay? We're almost there. Let's finish on. Okay, let's finish this up real quick. What animal did God say not to eat? Name 1, 2, or 3 animals that God said not to eat. If y'all atheists, you ain't got to answer this, and don't feel offended. I do apologize. I just want to ask this question to see if anybody know. What animal did God say not to eat? And I apologize to my atheists. Joe got it right. With a pig is number 1. What else? Name some more. Brandon said Skittles. Yeah, Skittles was on there, Brandon. And Blessing says jelly beans should be on there too. Yes, I agree with you. Yes. So Joe got 1 right. Joe got the first. That's on there. That's the first thing on there is pig. Pork, pig. Mary got it the same thing. Joe got it first. What animal did God say not to eat? And Joe answered it first, meaning by a pig. Pork. Everyday living life, that's another one. A camel, we got 2 more, and a couple of more. A rabbit, yep, Blessings got it. A rabbit. Tony, your man said a pig. We got 1 more. We got a camel, rabbit, and pigs. So that's what it is. It says, and then I'm going to continue on. A snake, a pig. Let me see. Let me finish reading. Okay, so let me read to you guys. So what animals did God say not to eat? And you guys got it right. That says Joe started off first. He said a pig. Pork, same thing. Rabbit, camel. And then also he said later on, creepy things like you shouldn't eat moles. You shouldn't eat mice, lizards, and unfit. They are unfit as well as 4-footed animals. You should not eat that has paws. Like you should not eat cats. You should not eat dogs. You should not eat bears, lions, and tigers, and etc. Because I'm not trying to eat none of that. I mean, I'm just saying, but each is their own. I'm not judging nobody. It was just a question. So y'all don't come for me. I apologize to atheists. Hey, it's what it is. I do ask some questions sometimes just to see who reading a good book. For those who don't believe, I respect that. But I'm just saying. Okay, let's continue on. A mule. That's in that little category. Tim said camel, pig. He got him. Yep. All of those are on the list. It's a long list. Joe said it's a long list. And you guys are on it. Yeah, you're right. Rachel said seafood. Rachel's right. Is certain seafood. Yes. Yes, Rachel is absolutely correct. Blessings. Tamika said rabbit is good. She said rabbit is good. Okay, but that's what is on there. Okay. And 1 more. Let's go real quick. What is the most unclean animal? What is the most unclean animal? Okay. What is the most unclean animal? Oyster. Joe said an oyster. Nope. Brandon said big. Tim got it, a pig. Blessing said a dog. Nope. The most unclean animal is a pig. A pig is the only one on that list, but I'm quite sure there's a lot of them. Mary said a chicken. Nope. It is a pig. It is a pig. We are going to do 2 more and we are going to end this. Okay. So you guys get ready. So let's finish it up. I'm not trying to rush y'all, but I went a little bit longer. Okay. What animal? Okay. What animal kills 1 million people per year or more? What animal kills 1 million people per year or more? Tony O'Man said a pig. Yep, a pig. What animal kills 1 million people a year? Tim says, I think Brandon meant to say pig. Okay, yeah, Brandon, I think he did. I'm sorry. Rachel said a hippo. Nope, I mistyped pig. Yes, okay, we got it. Mika said a snake. Nope. What animal kills over 1 million people a year? Rachel said a hippo. No. Brandon said an alligator. Nope. Tamika said a snake. Nope. Brandon, we know you misspelled. We know you meant a pig. I realized it later. Tim brought it to me. What animal what animal kills over 1 million people a year? Brandon said a alligator. Nope. And after this, we got one more and we're done. Come on, y'all. What animal kills over 1 million people per year? Joe said a spider. Dang, Joe was close, but nope, not a spider. Joe got the closest so far. Tim said a mosquito. Bam, he knocked it out of the box. The mosquito is the #1 killer in the world, the deadliest animal caused by transmitting diseases to over 1 million people per year. The mosquito. So you might not want to get bit by a mosquito. And let's tie it up, y'all. We got another one. What animal has only 100 of them left? And they are on the endangered species list. I will give you a hint. Mosquito. Everyday living life. It says, I hate those things. Me too. But I'm going to tell y'all something. Mosquitoes does not like garlic. So just a little old remedy. My grandmother at an old wise age, because she lived a long time, baby, 94. Let me tell you something. She would always take fresh garlic and she would hit it and bust it and get all that juice. She smelled horrible with that garlic on her, but they stayed away from her. Okay, she still smelled good, but then she did, but that mosquitoes does not like fresh garlic, okay? All righty. Joe said iron. So, okay, Joe, iron. It says the West Nile disease. Okay, I know what you're talking about, Brandon. What animal has only 100 of them left and they are on the endangered species list? Propose. You must have mistyped, Tim. It says my mama told me garlic too. Yes, garlic. Y'all might not want to smell like it, but I'm telling you, garlic do wonders. Y'all be surprised what some garlic can do, baby. If y'all don't know, you better get hipped on that garlic, I'm telling you. Garlic ain't no joke. Garlic is, shoot, it can do some healing for real, for real. Joe said iron. So, Joe, you're saying iron, why? I-R-O-N. Like iron is like iron, like a vitamin iron, like an iron that you ironing with. Because I'm saying what animal has only 100 of them left? And they're on the endangered species list. And so, where did he go? Joe said iron. I'm wondering if Joe is trying to punch something else in and he's misspelling something. Tamika said a polar bear, nope. Tim said a propossums, nope. Polar bear, Brandon, nope. A whales, nope. Blessing said a whale, nope. It's not. It's not a whale. It's only 100 of them left, and they are on the endangered species list. Blessings, she said whales, nope. Joe said elephant, nope. Blessings said a turtle, nope. It's only 100 of them left. Come on, y'all. If y'all check, y'all should know there's a good enough animals on the endangered species, but the list is not that long for endangered. Like we got let me stop, I can't tell. Brandon said a killer whale, nope. There's only 100 of them left. 100 of them. And after that, polar bear, nope, Mary. So you guys, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and beat a spoiler breaker. So the question was, what animal has only 100 of them? Joe said a wolf. Nope. Tony said a white tiger. Tony pretty close. Tony has got the closest so far. Joe has gotten next closest. Joe said a wolf, nope. Blessing said a sloth, nope. Tim said I'm stomp. Tony, Brandon said got it. It is a leopard. It is an Amur leopard. A-M-U-R. I'm not A-M-U-R. Amur leopard. It's only 100 of these leopards that are left. Panda bear, nope, Tony. It is a leopard. So what animal is only 100 of them left, and it is a leopard. And they are on the endangered species list. So, you guys, I just want to tell you, if you guys get a chance, go check out. I am an animal lover. I feed, stray, rescue. I just love animals. I always have. If you see an animal in need, please stop, but be careful. But at the end of the day, hey, I didn't know that. Yes, Tim, what animal it's only 100 of them left. And they are the A-M-U-R, in case I'm not pronouncing it right, A-M-U-R, Amur leopard. There's only 100 of them, okay? So if you guys want to get a chance, go ahead and check the endangered species out. It will tell you what animals like the hippo. And it's just amazing to do your research and find about these animals, because if these animals get extinct and they're no longer around, just like the dinosaurs, and I can name so many animals, what would we do if the pig become extinct? What if we do if the cow, the horses? Y'all got to think. I understand hunting, people that hunt, I respect people that hunt because I have hunters in my family, but at the end of the day, we have got to think as we do our hunting. You know, how many are left? What are we doing? Because, you know, you got duck season, you got turkey season, you got all kind of hunting, deer. I can go on and on the list. People go, you know, hunting different ways. But at the end of the day, you guys got to remember, we do have an endangered species list, and the animals, they getting kind of extinct, y'all. So we don't want to get rid of them. But you guys go ahead and connect. And I thank you guys. Let me go ahead and read the chat. I enjoyed it. Thank Miko. I see Rocking with Cowboy. Hello. It says, I did that. Yes. Welcome, Rocking with Cowboy. Mary says, wow, great trivia. I really enjoyed the trivia tonight. Thank you, everybody. Rocking with Cowboy. We will probably eat each other. I hope we don't. It says, don't they change color or something? I don't know. Does anybody know if leopard change colors? You know what you're talking about? Oh, what animal? There is an animal that change colors, but I don't know if it's the leopard, Brandon. Mary says, hello, Cowboy. It says, blessing. It says, this was awesome. Thanks. Good night. Thank you for stopping by. Joe is always in her. Hold on, Joe, before Joe. Hold on, Joe. Where's Joe at? Let me see here. Joe is always in here, and I really appreciate Joe rocking with me. Joe has been here on a regular basis. I really appreciate. The most dangerous animal is a hippo. Yes, the hippo is. It's only 2 of them left. That's that northern white, No, I thought it was the rhino or the hippo. I'm going to do my research. Tim, it says, hey, Cowboy. Everyday living life with the king tonight was fun. Yes, it was. Rachel said, enjoy it. Good night. Good night, hon. Good night, everyone. It says, rocking with Cowboy Tony. I went to Walmart to get some of them chickens. They said you bought them all. Gecko, hey. Next time, Tony said next time. Tony speaking to Cowboy. $1 chicken, Cowboy. Again, you guys, I thank y'all. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Hey, y'all better do y'all homework on this trivia, because I got something even better. I was surprised that a lot of y'all I was really surprised with Tim, boy. Tim be on it. He shocked me, boy. Y'all remember who smells like bananas? Those bees. You better watch out for those toes smelling like peanut butter. Y'all, we had a good time, though. I appreciate you guys, the new people that's rocking with me that came in here with this trivia. I do random trivias. Y'all pop up when y'all see the 10 and be ready, because game is on. And I always give a shout out to Mother Capricorn. She is the reason that I started doing trivia, because I watches it on her channel when I get a chance to go over there. So thank everyone that came in. Again, it's Yooolandaa. And I'm out, y'all. Have a good one. Tim King said, have a good one. It says, I was slipping tonight with the pro. Yes, you were slipping, Tim. And I'm shocked. But thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming aboard. Rocking with Cowboy. Take care. Rocking with Cowboy. That's my boy. Y'all go check everybody out. Go ahead and connect if y'all haven't connected. Thank everybody for coming in. Again, it's Yooolandaa. And I'm out, y'all. Have a good night.